no discussion on about B2B procurement can be complete without bringing up working capital cycles and what has been your experience in the, in the metal space. Also, I mean, metals are a commodity. Commodities sometimes have rallies, sometimes have shortages. Do you guys see supply chain fluctuation? And if so, how do you deal with that?
Sure. So within the metal space, right, we deal with raw materials going into making metals. So we pretty much will not deal with the pure steel. So we're not
Okay.
selling pure steel. We're selling stuff like scrap, alloys, additives, which go into making metals. You can think of them as derivatives of metals. So yes, they are having some impact, but not as much as a pure commodity. Majority of our business is still asset light. 70% is just in time. The rest we do hedging through some platforms to be able to mitigate some of the risk around price fluctuation.
Okay.
Coming to your first question, yes, working capital is a part of every B2B trade business, and it's part of our business as well. So what we have been, very cognizant of is a few things. So one is that, look at why are people buying from you? So are people buying from you because you're a lender in the garb of a procurement player, or are you really a procurement player? So I think there are some categories where it's typically like you're called a procurement platform, or even you're just a financier actually, not a really a procurement player. And that happens even with the brick and mortar traders. So it's important to understand where you sit and try to continuously optimize for playing in categories where you have enough delta over the interest cost, right? So internally, we continuously look at, what is the delta we're getting beyond cost of capital. Because if you're just getting the cost of capital and some small gravy on top, then you're just a lender. So that's how we look at it. And that's how even we decide, I would say, which categories to service, which customers to service. And that actually is a big part of our decision-making framework in terms of customer pools to target, category pools to target as well.